Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to prep a nail for an acrylic extension. Okay, before we start, please do not criticise me for the sheer state of my nails, because I've just got a little bit of gel polish on, and when I don't have nail extensions on, I start to chew skin and stuff like that. Lots of people do it. You do it, don't you?
All the time.
If I haven't got anything on, I start to scratch at my skin, and I don't know why I do it, but loads of people do it. As soon as I have acrylic on, or like a gel extension on, as soon as I have an extension on, I don't do it. What's that all about?
I don't know, saying.
It's like, I don't know, something must happen in my brain. I don't know.
You can't get
so
the
please,
skin.
don't, tell me off for my skin and nails being a mess. So, we have a natural nail here. Nothing's been done to it. It's just a bare, natural nail looking really sorry for itself. What I'm going to do first is push back the cuticles. So I'm going to do that with a metal tool, and we're going to push them back because it actually reveals more of the nail. And one other reason, which is a very important reason, is the epinicium and the cuticle stick to the nail. More the natural cuticle sticks to the nail, and then it comes down and it sticks and it stretches. So imagine that the skin here is stuck to the nail, and as it's growing down, it's stretching and stretching and stretching, and then it snaps back and you get little bits of like skin that are like peeling up off the cuticle, and it can be sore. So that's why we are doing it. One other reason is we want to remove the non-living tissue, so no blood and guts, non-living tissue from the natural nail. If we don't do that, when we apply the acrylic or gel polish or anything like that, it will lift. So it needs to be removed. So pushing it back with a metal tool will just ease it back. But then what you can see all this white stuff here? This is the true cuticle, and that's stuck to the nail. Now there's two ways we can do this. We can remove this with the metal tool by literally just scratching that away, or we can get a diamond bit, which is like this, on an electric file. It's soft, it will not cut, and we're going to turn this on no higher than 10.
10 sounds really high.
Goes all the way to 30, this does. No higher than 10. Ideally between 6 and 8 is brilliant. I'm going to do this one now is on 6. I'll show you. If you do not believe me, where are we? Can't we? So we're on 6 at the minute. Okay. And we're going to go in one direction. And I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to angle like this. And I'm gently, there's literally no pressure. I'm literally just letting it touch the nail, and all it's going to do is basically exfoliate it off. It's going to exfoliate that cuticle off the natural nail. So we're working in this motion, yeah? So you're working from what, say 2 o'clock, going all the way back round to 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I had to think.
Did you ever do your driving lessons? 10 to 2?
Yeah, it is. 10 to 2. 10 to 2. You're right, Adam.
You say that with surprise in your voice.
You're not always right. You're not my dad.
Yeah, but he's never right though, is he?
Well, he always thinks he is right.
As do most men.
So you can see that that's just exfoliating all that non-living tissue off the natural nail. So you can see here There, that little bit of white. There's still a little bit there. So I'm just going to remove that. So I'm pulling back the skin. I'm removing that. Let's adjust that just so we can see that everything's removed. Tiny bit there. What you don't want to do is leave this drill bit on the nail for any length of time. You will build up heat and that's gonna hurt, and we don't want to do that. So that's all nice and clean now. The rest of the prep will be done with a hand file, just a normal nail file. What I'm going to use to prep the rest of the nail is, this is a buffer. So this side is softer than this side. So this is a 240 grit and this is a 180 grit. So I'm going to use the 240 grit side. All I'm doing here is removing the surface shine using the buffer. So I'm not like going and obliterating the nail. We don't want to obliterate the nail because that's got to support the acrylic. If you obliterate that nail, it ain't going to support nothing, is it? So I've removed the surface shine. I'm going to use a 240 grit file just to smooth out and neaten up that free edge. Just going to wipe over with some acetone now. This is just going to remove the dust. It's going to clean the nail off. And then we can go on with our prep products. It'll also dehydrate the nail as well. You don't want oil on the nail, you see. If there's oil on the nail, then that's going to hinder the application. It's going to cause lifting. So you want to make sure it's nice and clean. So sort of as I'm cleaning this, I'm pushing the cuticle back at the same time. So I'm making sure that area's free from dust and it's dehydrated and it's nice and clean. So at this point, this nail is ready for either a gel application, a hard gel, or it's ready for an acrylic application, and it's also ready for a gel polish application. So the next stage would be to add a primer. So some hard gels don't have primers, but if the system that you're using does, this is the point for that. If you're using acrylic, then this is the point where you're going to put your primer on. Every system pretty much has a primer. There are some out there that are primerless, but there isn't many. If you are going to put a gel polish on here, then this is the point where you put your base coat on. And if you're just putting a bit of nail polish on, duck, then you'll be putting some nail polish base coat on. Don't forget, you should always do that, else you will discolour the nail. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Follow me everywhere. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing videos regularly so you can keep updated and keep learning and having fun. So, ta-ra, duck!
Like,
Can I go on? One other reason is to remove any non-living...
you're fired.